Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
On play action, here's Ritter. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. He's to the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now left side on the swing pass. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Daniels. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have the Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Well, you want to talk about a bold, confident group right now, CD. Now 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions, and this is just the opening drive.
This isn't just setting a tone. That's darn near taking your flag and planting it on the opposition and letting them know we're coming after you all game long right here from the first drive. 2 times now, fourth down, picking it up. I like where they're going.
That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels eluding the pressure right. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
The left side throw complete to Adams. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. You talk about this Washington defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Ritter now on second down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ready?
A first down carry for Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Come on.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Bootlegging out here. Ritter.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Switch, yellow. Check white. Smith red. Opposite. Green. Black block.
Ritter off the play fake.
Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Ritter.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man here is Benson.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And a short gain here down to the 22.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
15 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in his first quarter alone, and also a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Robinson.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Oswald's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try the right side with Henry.
To the 43, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Ritter.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels looking for Dotson. He's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
All right, go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Line, check, pink.
Ritter to throw it.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Jacoby Myers. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Ritter now. It's Myers again with another catch.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Shot.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Back to throw, Ritter.
That's caught by Myers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 40 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
32-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush it. Trying to evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter will set up to throw it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ritter back to throw.
That's caught at the 1. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready, go.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Commanders 20.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Ready.
Off play action. Daniels.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. A touchdown on the ground there for James Cook. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jonathan Mingo, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Daniels.
complete.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 21-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. 2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Check pink, switch yellow.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 23.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Off the bootleg, Daniels. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Off the play fake, Daniels.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Off play action, Daniels.
Out left to Dotson.
Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 27 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Boswell for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Set. Hut. Set.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A Ritter's throw there complete to Allen.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready. Smith, red. Opposite. Green. Black block. Set. Go.
Ritter off the play fake.
And it's complete to Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 30.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down and 3.
Off the bootleg. Daniels.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Go.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They go play action here on first down.
That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Daniels.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. With the They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man here is Benson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Daniels. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
This offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue check. Yellow lining.
Inside handoff, Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready.
On 1st down, Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Daniels.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Come on, come on.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Again, that's Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw again.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Robinson try and run. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Black block, blue check, yellow, line, check, pink.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing on first down. Daniels eluding the pressure right.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over. But Charles, a lot of happy